Okay, so here we go. Couple of minutes delay because all our Dubai colleagues, they were joining from various points. Bharat is still trying to join. Where's Bharat? Bharat has disappeared somewhere. He will join. Vaibhav joining from outside the ICC Academy. I think Rohit Shomik is in the stadium. Shubhayan is obviously in Kolkata. So am I. Vaibhav will also, Bharat will also join from either the ICC Academy or the stadium. The first question, by the way, New Zealand, good recovery. Good recovery from Will Young and Tom Latham. So New Zealand starting to look good. 300 very much on the cards at this point in time for New Zealand. But the first focus for us is the Bangladesh press conference. Najmul Shanto saying Shakib Al Hasan will not be missed. Either he is foolish or he is trying to appease the political establishment of the country. If I say Tendulkar will not be missed or Virat Kohli will not be missed, it is kind of foolish. Shakib Al Hasan is the greatest cricketer to come out of Bangladesh. To say we will not miss Shakib Al Hasan, either Shanto is trying to downplay something or he's trying to appease the political establishment of Bangladesh. Shomik, you were part of the press conference. Rohit was there as well. I want to come to you, Shomik, and then Rohit, before I go to Vaibhav and Shubhan. What do you make of this comment, Shomik?
In fact, I deliberately asked him this question in Bengali. In Bangla, I waited for the English, the English questions to finish. And it was, he sort of flat batted it. Just a one liner. I asked him, শান্তকে কি মানে সাকিবুল না থাকাটা কি বড় ক্ষতি? If it is a loss not to have Shakib Al Hasan, he said, na, ji na, just one liner, ji na. That is the, and he was sort of flat batting it. You are absolutely right. If we look at the backstory, we know I and Rohit was there in Kanpur also, and where he said, I want to have my test cricket swan song in Mirpur against South Africa, provided I am giving enough protection by the Bangladesh government. Obviously, he didn't play against South Africa. He also said at the same press conference, I want Champions Trophy to be my international swan song. That is not, he was, I mean, Bangladesh cricket authorities are giving logic that as because he is banned from bowling due to illegal bowling action, and he was not cleared in the second assessment also. That is the thing. But the fact of the matter is that over close to 250 ODIs, Shakib has more than 7,000 runs in ODI cricket. So he qualifies solely as a specialist batsman. And age is also not a factor, given that Mushfiqur Rahman is there, who is nearing 38, and Mahmudullah, who is even older than Shakib Al Hasan. So obviously, the way things panned out, if we look at the backstory, first there was he was investigated for an alleged murder charge during the uprising, and then in January, Dhaka court issued an arrest warrant against him for alleged check bounce. So from that point of view, he no longer stays in Bangladesh. Also, he is in the United States now. So from that point of view, if I mean, we need to read between the lines, and if we look at the backstory, that political thing is obvious, very much obvious.
रोहित सो पूरा क्या ये पॉलिटिकली है फिर ऐसा कमेंट कर देना कि ना जी ना शाकिब अल हसन विल नॉट बी मिस्ड आप क्या कर रहे हो आई मीन एटलीस्ट आप चुप रहो फिर आप इसको ऐसे पब्लिकली बोलोगे तो सबको आई मीन कोई तो गधा है नहीं यहाँ पे सबको पता लग जाएगा कि आप पॉलिटिकल अपीसमेंट के लिए ऐसा स्टेटमेंट दे रहे हो कि शाकिब अल हसन विल नॉट बी मिस्ड ये क्या हो रहा है रोहित
Burada, I don't know that whether it's a political appeasement or not, but I think he could said it in a better way. It's sometimes you want to settle things down that obviously Shakib was the part of the dressing room and he was the best player coming out from Bangladesh in the Bangladesh history as far as means all formats. But looking at what Shanto has said, and he strictly said on two words, no, he won't be missed. Means what I specifically asked this from Shamik after the end of the press conference, that what he said in Bengali, and then he clearly said this to me. So if you see that answer, he could have said that in a much more better way, as far as saying that yes, he was a great player, but now we have to move forward, and we have to now play without Shakib Al Hasan, and we have to make our strategies without Shakib Al Hasan. No doubt that he would, if he's kind of a player was in the team, there would be no problem. But अगर आप स्पेसिफिकली ये कह रहे हो, सिर्फ अगर आप 3 शब्द में इसका जवाब दे रहे हो, नहीं हम उन्हें मिस नहीं करेंगे, तो आई डोंट थिंक ये सही तरीके से, और अगर वो अंग्रेजी में भी जवाब दे रहे होते तो मेरे को ये समझ में आता कि चलो यार वर्ड्स इधर उधर हो गए। स्पेसिफिकली ये सवाल बंगाली में किया गया था उनसे, और उसके बाद भी जिस तरह का जवाब आया है, तो वो डायरेक्टली या तो अपनी बात सही तरीके से नहीं कह पाए। क्योंकि मैं इसके पॉलिटिकल पार्ट को नहीं जानता हूँ बहुत अच्छे तरीके से, तो मैं वो कमेंट करने से बचूंगा। बट इसको अच्छे तरीके से कहा जा सकता था। आप ये कह सकते थे कि हम अब आगे बढ़ना चाहते हैं शाकिब अल हसन से, वो बहुत बड़े प्लेयर हैं, थे, हमेशा रहेंगे, हम इंस्पिरेशन लेंगे उनकी परफॉर्मेंसेस से, बट अभी यहाँ पर हम उनके बारे में नहीं सोच रहे हैं, हम क्या कर सकते हैं एज अ टीम उसके बारे में सोच रहे हैं। सो कुड बी सेड इन अ मोर बेटर वे। बुर्यादा
Bharat, same question before I ask Vaibhav and Shubhain. What Rohit just said is the most diplomatic and the most respectful way to answer a question like this. That, he's a great player. Yes, we have moved on, etc., etc. But to answer in 2 words, no, he won't be missed in Bangla, is kind of disrespectful also. Chalo, if I even not take the political appeasement point into account, but anyone who follows Bangladesh politics will tell you, this cannot be without political appeasement. Is he trying to do that? If he's trying to do that, why make it public like this? And especially in a sporting domain where ideally you should kind of avoid such kind of statements which might have political undertones. Bharat Ramraj.
Yeah, in a way, he should have been more respectful. See, Shakib Al Hasan is someone who has been a great servant of Bangladesh cricket. So he could have at least given a diplomatic answer. But the way he said, it seemed like maybe he's trying to appease the present political establishment. As we know, I don't have to say much that Sheikh Hasina is no more with Bangladesh. So the different political establishment. So maybe he is trying to appease. But as far as Shakib Al Hasan is concerned, just want to add a point that he has had a problem with his eyes. He has had a surgery as well, I guess, with his eyes. So his reflexes also have slowed down a bit in that sense, and his action also came under some scrutiny recently in county cricket in terms of whether it was illegal or not. But he has been a great servant for Bangladesh. So instead of those 2 words, he could have been a little more diplomatic, the Bangladesh keeper, and given respect to one of the greats of the game.
Shubhain, overall, I mean, when you see the impact of Shakib, the point that Shomik made could have played as a batter, or the point that Bharat is making, surgery, eye issue, maybe Bangladesh has done right in moving on. Where do you stand on the whole Shakib issue? Before I go to Vaibhav and Shomik.
He was not in the best of form cricketing wise. That can be said. Be it bowling wise, his action was also recently called, and when he went to the correction center, his action was again called and not corrected. So that wise, cricketing wise, Shakib is past his prime, and we have seen in Bangladesh cricket that after persisting for a certain period of time, like they did with Mashraf Murtaza, also they move on. They somehow move on. Mashraf got a retirement match. That's a different topic. But Shakib, for different reasons, political reasons, could not get that retirement match. He had an option of playing that retirement match against India in the Test series, but he chose to postpone it to that Bangladesh home series, which never happened. And that wise, I think Bangladesh are fair. If your batter is not performing, if your main player is not performing, then why not give chance to some other guys? And the under 19 lot, the coming crop of players are decent, pretty decent from Bangladesh. So I think they are pretty right in moving on. But yeah, Shanto could have been a bit respectful, like Pakistan players. They never disrespect Imran Khan. Even if he is in jail, inside a jail, they always maintain that Imran Khan is our greatest all-rounder, greatest captain ever. They maintain that bit of respect regardless of who is in the current government, who is in power, whether Imran Khan is inside the jail or not. They always maintain that level of respect which he earned on the field, not off the field. So I think Shanto should have done that. Respect wise, he should have given it a bit more to a legend like Shakib.
Trisha says Shubhan is spot on in this. So, yes, absolutely. But this is the comment of the day. Suman Avasti, Bharat looks like a gold smuggler, right hand man running their dhanda from UAE in 80s movies. Nice look. This is the comment of the day, boss. Bharat
Sultan.
looks like Bharat and smuggling, million miles apart. But this is Suman Avasti comment like a, and somebody says looks like a gentleman. So Bharat has divided the whole house.
So in the WPL show, there were a lot of comments on how handsome Bharat is.
Okay, so WPL
don't know.
shows says how handsome Bharat is looking. So Bharat, clearly you have a huge following divided down the middle. Vaibhav, coming to you, you spoke to a couple of Bangladesh players. You were there at the practice when they landed. Give me a sense, body language, confidence, silent word. How did they look before I ask Shomik about the other points made in the press conference? Both Rohit and Shomik were part of the practice, as was Bharat. But Vaibhav first.
I think right from the moment they stepped down from the bus and they went inside the ICC academy to practice, I think the body language wasn't that up. Like you expect a day, it's a match eve, day before you are practicing for the big game against India, and you know if you lose to India, then obviously when your start is not good, then you obviously don't expect yourself to go into ahead in the tournament, like qualify for the semi-finals, and therefore. But from the practice, I think Tanzim Hassan Shakib, he looked the best. He bowled brilliantly in the nets, and also Taskin was bowling full tilt. So it was more about the bowlers, having that energy. Our batters were playing a lot of football from the start. From the start, when I was watching, they were playing football. So energy is looking pretty down. Even when I was speaking to Shanto, I was asking about Mahmudullah, whether this will be Mahmudullah's last tournament or not, because he has said this will be his last ICC event. He was in a denial mode. He said, no, this will be, Mahmudullah will continue. Even Rishad said that Mahmudullah will continue, but in all likeliness, this is going to be Mahmudullah's last ICC event.
Shomik and Rohit back to back. Rohit, pehle aap. What are the other points that were discussed at the press conference? Please tell us. Shomik, after that, after Rohit says, tell me everything that you have seen in the Bangladesh practice, which are of note for the viewers. Rohit first.
I think a lot of questions, Buryada, was around Nahid Rana and his pace. I specifically asked Shanto that this is the best pace bowling attack as far as Bangladesh team is concerned. So he was quite certain about this, that they haven't had this kind of pace attack. Specifically talking about Nahid Rana, his kind of pace, and there were multiple questions around Nahid Rana. It's not me. That there are different journalists who. League, there was a point of concern where he was injured also a bit, and here also today in the nets he was bowling with full throttle, and as Weber said, I specifically want to say that I think what I am getting from the net practice, that they will go with two pacers. I think they also won't go with three pacers. They will also focus on spinners also, and then their batters. But I think what's been brilliant, and I think Bharat can give more light on this, that the way Mustafizur was bowling, he was using his cutters, and Bharat have seen all of that at that point of time, so he will enlighten us on that thing. But specifically talking about the press conference, there were a lot of questions about Nahid Rana. There was question on Jasprit Bumrah also, but he said that we don't mind, and he said that we are not looking at one player. We are looking at Team India's all of their players are world class players. So we are looking at all of them, not single-handedly picking any one of them. And they were also asked about that the conditions. I asked him about that the game they played against Pakistan Shaheens, under lights, how was it specifically about fast bowlers bowling. So he said this, that it's going to be a little more assistance for the fast bowlers. But as far as he was comparing, in one question he was comparing the amount of runs you will see in Pakistan and the amount of runs you will see in Dubai. So in Dubai you will get less runs as compared to Pakistan. So he told about that also. And one last thing which I want to pinpoint is the way he said that we are not only resting with our spinners or fast bowlers. If India can come up with their spinners, that's their point of view, that they are carrying 5 spinners, but we have quality spinners But this time we have quality fast bowlers also. So his main focus was on his, the kind of fast bowlers Bangladesh team have at this point of time. So this was the gist from Shanto's press conference, Bureda.
Shomit, first you, then Bharat. Decode the practice session, please. 3 pointers from you, and Bharat was writing in our group about the bowling in detail. So I'll go to Bharat for 3 points. First you, then Bharat.
Yeah, I was not at the Bangladesh practice. I was at Rohit was there. I was at the stadium filing that Shakib Al Hasan
Achha,
story.
then, okay, got it. Let
And
me go to Bharat first, and then I'll come back to you on this.
no,
Bolo.
just 1 minute. Just 3 points that stood out from Shantu's press conference. That is, he
Okay.
said we can beat any side. Number one. Number two is that this is the best Bangladesh bowling at fast bowling attack. Number three, Dubai game he is expected to be a bit low scoring compared to Pakistan. He expects matches in Pakistan to be high scoring affairs, whereas in Dubai, it might not teams might not post 300 plus totals regularly. This is the gist of his press conference. And just I will request you, I would take your leave, given that I have to look after that.
Go. Bharat, 3 points before I go back to Shubhayan on Will Young being the first centurion of the Champions Trophy. Shubhayan and I were part of the Hindi live building up to the Pakistan match. But before that, Bharat Ramraj, 3 points from the Bangladesh practice you have been observing very closely from what you've written in our group. So over to you.
Yeah, mainly their seamers bowled, Bangladeshi seamers bowled in that particular practice session. Mustafizur Rahman was mainly looking to bowl cutters. That is something that he does even in international cricket. When he plays international cricket, here also he was not looking to swing the ball. Everything was going away from the right-hander. That's a clear indicator that he was looking to cut the ball across the right-handed batter. The other one, obviously, I think Taskin Ahmad was struggling a bit for rhythm from what I saw. He was trying to muscle to the crease. That is usually an indicator that the fast bowler is struggling for rhythm. He was grunting and trying to zip through the crease. So I'm not very sure he's at the peak of his prowess, but maybe looking at his experience, they will pick him. The other one was obviously Tanzim. I think he was their best seamer. He was getting a little bit of nip off the deck. I think that's his speciality more than swing. Yeah, he gets a little bit of swing, but he gets more of nip off the deck. That is something that might surprise, especially someone like Rohit Sharma, the way he's batting at present. So these were the three seamers. As far as the spinners, Nasum bowled some left arm spinners, Mushfiqur Rahim. That was clearly Mushfiqur Rahim with that backhand across movement. Maybe he was trying to practice for the Akshar Patels and the Ravindra Jadejas of the world. And also I saw Najmul Shanto. I guess it was Najmul Shanto only. He was practicing against a sidearm thrower. The way he was practicing and the way that sidearm thrower was throwing, it seemed like the action of Mohammad Shami from round the wicket and from over the wicket. So maybe he was looking at him because he might have to face the new ball. So these are the things that I saw. So Tanzim was the best bowler on show of the three seamers. Nahid was not there. The 30 minutes or 40 minutes of practice session I watched. And perhaps Taskin was the worst of the.
So that's a nice analysis of the practice, Shubhan, from Bharat. Coming back to the Pakistan game, I'll go back to Rohit, Vaibhav, and Bharat in a bit. Shubhan, so far, what you've seen? Good spell from Naseem Shah initially, shade movement. When he got at that Williamson delivery was a peach, absolute peach. Abrar bowled well. What I found interesting was they've tried Khushdil, they've tried Abrar, they've tried a third offie. So clearly they tried multiple spinners there, even if part-timers. Did they miss the trick? Dubai will also support spin. So far, your thoughts of this Pakistan-New Zealand match, Dubai? Mute.
Great century by William there, again showing how good he is in these type of conditions. He so far in his career he has been more of a filler for Ari आवाज आ रही है रोहित. He has been more of a filler for Kane Williamson. So but now with Kane Williamson also, he has been given the opportunity to open, and he has delivered it, delivered in style. A great 100. He has that reach, he has the technique, he has the patience to negate tougher spells, and play spin really well, which we saw in the Test series against India also, where he was the player of the series. And then credit to Tom Latham also. He has not been in the best of form in ODIs in 2025. Uh, Before the Tri Nation final, he had three consecutive ducks and one run. So in last four innings, he had one run, but he came back to form in the last match of the Tri Nation series, and now again to score a half century in tough conditions where Devon Convoy did not get runs, Kane Williamson and Daryl Mitchell did not get runs. I think speaks volume about Tom Latham's experience also. But for Pakistan, I think they could have added another spinner even in this Karachi conditions also. After Naseem Shah's 3, 4, 5 overs initial spell, the ball was not moving at all. It was keeping a bit low. The pitch is on the drier side, as we can see. Shaheen Afridi did not get any sort of movement, swing movement, which we associate him with. And even for Haris Rauf, I think he's bowling. He's trying to bowl a bit quick, but the pitch does not have anything for the Pacers. So I am not sure why they have picked so many Pacers, and they could have easily added one more spinner to help Abrar Ahmed, who bowled really well. 28 runs in 8 overs. I think he has been the mainstay of this Pakistan bowling unit. Korea.
Is Fakhar Zaman's injury a cause of the dry, rough outfield? Muscle pull, even the covers are looking patchy. Bharat, Vaibhav, I don't know if you guys have been able to watch the game in Dubai, but if you have, the other disappointing thing, Vaibhav, for me is the stadium is not full. I mean, you are having an ICC tournament after 29 years. You mean to say you cannot make a stadium of this size, which is half the size of even a any Indian stadium? Ahmedabad, it's 1/3 of the size of Ahmedabad. Not even that. You can't get your stadium full for a home match. First match of the tournament Champions Trophy. Come on, Pakistan, you can do better. Bharat, any one of you. Vaibhav, why don't you take that?
See, Pakistan could have done better on many aspects. Whether it's the renovation is concerned, the deadline was passed twice, and then we saw what happened in the Karachi stadium construction. There was a side screen issue, which was highlighted by us only during one of the shows. So I think it's all coming together against the PCB. That PCB really isn't prepared, was never prepared to host a big tournament like this ICC Champions Trophy. That's why I said that once this Champions Trophy is over, ICC will take a stock of everything, the fan experience, the media, the reporters, how the media experience was, everything. They will take a stock of everything, and after that, I think it should be ICC should release something, a document or something like that, that if you are planning to host, if you have been given a responsibility to host an ICC tournament, you should do the renovation work, you should do the stadium work or whatever is by the deadline. Everything should be on record, not like what happened. So it is poor for the fans, and I'm not at all surprised that the turnout of this Karachi for this Karachi match. I am expecting a much bigger crowd for the India-Pakistan game, obviously, because it's a big ticket clash. And in Dubai, you expect Pakistan fans to turn up, whenever Pakistan plays. So hopefully, when Pakistan arrives here, they will get good support, and the stadiums will be full.
Bharat, if you are at I don't know where you are. If you are at the academy, has there been a build-up of Indian fans before the India practice? I think India is supposed to practice at 4:30 p.m. local, which is 6 p.m. India. So it's exactly half an hour from now. Give me a sense. Is there a build-up? Is there anticipation? Are there Indian fans? What's going on? Bharat, give me some sense.
Yeah, I'm at the ICC Academy, in front of the ICC Academy. As of now, I can't see much. Only a few fans are around, and most of them are not Indian fans. So as of now, there isn't much build-up. It's pretty empty on both sides. I can't see much.
Okay,
So
one
hopefully,
second. Vaibhav wants to make a point. Vaibhav, quickly. Yeah.
Yeah, see, Indian team will not be practicing here. They'll be practicing in the stadium, and we are at the ICC Academy. Like Bharat sir is close to the area where Bangladesh team is practicing, and I am near in front of the this opening boat. So the team will be practicing at the stadium where Shamik Da and Rohit Bhia is there. So they will be getting the updates how whether the crowd is there or not.
Okay. Bharat, before I go to Shubhayan on the question, which was a super chat, one more point. Pakistan, if Pakistan loses today, Bharat, imagine the kind of pressure they will be under when they play India. If you can't get it right on home soil, you've already made Shubhayan's point about one less spinner, you've made some blunders, you go on to lose, stadium half full. Is this a bad start for Pakistan, Bharat Ramraj?
Yeah, if they lose, it will be a big thing for Pakistan because they beat New Zealand over 2-3 games. They lost to New Zealand in the Tri Series 2-3 times. So one expected perhaps they would know more about the strengths and weaknesses of the New Zealand setup, and they would do well today. But if they go on to lose today, then it would be a big thing for Pakistan because in Champions Trophy, obviously only 4 teams in the group, so three basically are down to 3 matches, and one of them you expect the win. Most of the teams will be expected to beat Bangladesh. So if you're going to lose this one, then the pressure on Pakistan will be massive because then they have to basically beat the Indian team and maybe beat them by good margin as well when it comes to net run rate.
Shubhayan, the super chat that talked about where is it? I think Rohan was putting the super chat there. I've lost count of. Yeah, there it is. Shaheen
Lack of
Afridi, lack of good spinners. Clueless Parkside will beat us thanks to Latham Young for exposing Parksides and loopholes. This is Shubhayan's point every day. Which Pakistan turns up on the day? But Shubhayan, take it.
I think they could have easily added a Sufyan Mukim who did really well on his debut ODI. Picked up 4 wickets, if I am not wrong, against South Africa. They could have easily added him. There was Shakib also who could have been added. He's a hard hitter also down the order. But I don't know what is the reason why Pakistan opted not to pick one extra spinner. Two spinners generally in whatever conditions you play, even if you are playing in England or Australia, you generally take two spinners with you. Whether you play him or play both of them in the playing 11 or not, that's a different debate. But you could have easily added one more spinner. Now you are going to Khushdil Shah. You are going. Abrar is your only spinner there. You are bowling with Salman Agha. It does not like Salman Agha and Khushdil Shah are not your spinners, and they have bowled 8 overs collectively. So they could have added one more spinner, Sufyan Mukim or Saqib or whoever it could have been, and bolstered their spin attack. But I think they have missed a trick. And as you rightly said, if they go on to lose this one against New Zealand, then there will be massive pressure on Pakistan to deliver against India. And India Pakistan itself is a very high pressure, high intense match, and added pressure there. I think. I'm not too sure whether Pakistan will be able to recover if they go on to lose this one. And right now, the way New Zealand are batting, okay, Will Young has been dismissed by Naseem Shah for 107. So 191 for 4 in 37 overs. Now you will have hard like their main hitters, which is Glenn Phillips and Michael Bracewell. If either of them get going, then I think they can still uh, go on and touch 300 mark. Even I think in this pitch, even 280 could be very challenging total the way it is behaving, keeping a bit low, a bit slow. Hitting is not that easy here. So if they go on to 280, then I think it will be a really tough task for Pakistan to make a comeback.
Bharat has had plastic surgery, says somebody. अरे भाई fit monk. यार इसके पीछे मत पड़ो बाबा, उसको काम करने दो. But both Vaibhav and Bharat, quite a few questions on the buzz in Dubai. Is there any buzz? Are there fan interest? Clearly, India Pakistan sold out. Bangladesh India also, if you search online, everything is sold out. Is what are you guys getting? I mean, fans, buzz, anything that Bharat? Why don't you go first, and then I'll ask Vaibhav also.
Not much, but I guess before India-Pakistan game, we will see some buzz. That's what I would expect because uh, all the tickets would have been sold out. Obviously, that also within a few minutes. So I expect some buzz before that match. Maybe Bangladeshi fans would be quite excited for this India-Bangladesh match. I guess Vaibhav also took some fan interviews just before I arrived when it comes to Bangladeshi fans. So I guess there will be a lot of excitement from the Bangladesh side of things from their fans. Yeah, Indian fans also obviously you expect them to come in droves tomorrow, but most likely it would be the Bangladeshi fans who would really create a tin tomorrow.
हाँ भाई बोलो Prashanjit is saying he tried for ticket, did not get any. भाई बताओ.
See, as far as the Bangladesh camp is concerned, they have been practicing here since a very long time. But I only found 4 fans who were interested in seeing their team. And when I asked them, obviously they are going to see the match, but they said there are plenty of Bangladeshis who live here, but they are not at all excited for this game because Shakib is not there. This is what they told me, that Shakib is not there, Litton is not there. They are coming in with inexperienced squad, and Mahmudullah is at the fag end of his career. Players like Mahmudullah, Mushfiqur Rahim, they are at the fag end of their career. So they are not at all expecting any fight from Bangladesh against India. They said that it's a dead rubber. You guys will win. That's what they said. Obviously, they want to instill some sort of self-belief in them that, okay, we can upset India. But they are clearly saying India is clear favorites. So as such, there is no hype or buzz around this game, which will be played tomorrow. But definitely, once this game is being after this game, there will once the Pakistan team lands, there will be a lot of buzz. There will be a lot of fans, not just around the stadium but around the academy as well.
Absolutely. I mean, India, Pakistan, whichever part of the world you play it on my terrace, there will be 25,000 people coming to from everywhere. That is a fact. I mean, whatever it is. Last 3-4 minutes on the show, Shubhain, if I ask you to predict now, New Zealand, Pakistan, New Zealand touching 280, you reckon 300? Does Pakistan have a chance? How do you kind of analyze it?
Of course, Pakistan have a chance, but I think, as I said, if either of Glenn Phillips or Michael Bracewell, if they can click and play the way they do, then I think they can easily go on and touch the 300 mark. If they score anything above 280, then I think it will be a real tough task for Pakistan, given how well Mitchell Santon and Bracewell have been bowling. Glenn Phillips can also chip in with his off spin. So I think those 3 spinners will be really crucial for New Zealand, and of course Matt Henry's initial spell can define the game. So it will depend on how much New Zealand score. But right now, with the way Tom Latham has been batting at 58 now, Glenn Phillips has joined in. Let's see how these next 12 overs will go. That will define the rest of the outcome of the match, in my opinion.
Rohan, there was another super chat. I think it was meant for Bharat. So that's why they mentioned Travis Head. My question is to Travis Head. Yeah, Bharat wears a cap. He looks like Travis Head at the moment. That is why it meant for Bharat. ODI format dying, not so much crowd. Come on, Bharat. ODI format dying versus IPL.
Yeah,
I mean,
ODI
I'm
cricket,
he's asking you.
when it comes to ODI cricket, I don't think there is much hype around. Maybe until the 2031 World Cup, you expect the World Cups to be held. You expect some hype around the 50-over World Cup. But after that, I'm not very sure when it comes to even bilaterals, one-day cricket bilaterals. It is very much dying ODI cricket. Yes, maybe there's a little bit of buzz when it comes to Champions Trophy, but not much. See, the thing with ODI cricket is it is in direct competition with T20 cricket, and it's clear that T20 cricket offers a lot more than ODI cricket. Also, the format is such that it will get over in 3.5 hours. So, but ODI cricket will take an entire day, 7 hours, 8 hours. So people don't want to sit for so many hours. Even when it comes to Test cricket, it has rich heritage. So at least some teams expect them to keep playing. But ODI cricket, there also doesn't have that kind of heritage. So it has been played for around 54 years or on those lines. So that is where I think ODI cricket is suffering. That it doesn't have franchise. It doesn't have league cricket either. So it depends on international cricket. So yeah, ODI cricket has a tough task on its hand. Something has to be done. Otherwise, maybe in the 6 years, this format will perhaps die.
Okay, let me close out the show. Someone says missing me in Dubai. No, there are plenty of us who did not travel. Shubhan, for example, Trisha, Rohan, myself. We have the conclave to handle, and plenty of us have traveled. So Bharat, Vaibhav, Rohit Juglan, and Shomik Chakraborty, 4 of them are good enough for anything. I mean, always colleagues will take charge and do fantastic coverage, as we have been doing. We've so, and it is not about me ever. So if you're asking specifically about me, it has never been about me. It is always about us and about we. So that's how it is, and it will be. I think Shubhayan will do the Hindi show during the mid innings, right? Shubhayan will do the Hindi show during
We
the
can
mid
play
innings.
out the Shoaib Akhtar thing also. I'm not too sure about whether we'll do mid innings or not. Post match we'll do definitely, but the Shoaib Akhtar clip is also very interesting.
Right. So, yes, and in English, obviously, we will come back at 7 p.m.
Right.
We are
For
waiting
WPL, yeah.
for WPL, which Trisha and Snehashish do very diligently, and I urge all of you to watch it, because a lot of commitment and a lot of effort goes into that. I mean, so please back the show and back the commitment that our colleagues show. After the Rohit Sharma press conference, I think Bharat Ramraj, Shomik Chakraborty, Rohit Juglan, I think Vaibhav will also join them. All of them will give us a detailed lowdown from the India practice and the Rohit Sharma press conference. Pointers, what transpired. Immediately they will put all of those things out in video format plus in written format. So as the evening progresses, the Indian team is supposed to come in 20 minutes from now. So lots of coverage coming your way all through the evening. For the moment, Pakistan, New Zealand evenly poised, and India about to practice. That's the update that we're getting from Dubai and from Pakistan. Bharat Ramraj, Vaibhav Tripathi, Shubhan Chakraborty, and to everybody watching, thank you very much for joining us.